Past is the past. I don't care. I have nothing to hide. So I'm just sitting here talking to myself, just like, all right, I might as well be honest with people because, or at least how I'm feeling every single day because I'm not perfect. And so, as I was saying, like how I'm not perfect, but I still love myself, I'm just thinking, I'm like, hold up. I really did come from the projects. For people who still live in that lifestyle, see if this sound familiar. You a kid, your mama barely have anything, but she's still trying because she a single mother. Somebody keeping an eye on you, somebody in the neighborhood, and you just playing with the neighbor kids or the kids in the neighborhood. Y'all just having fun playing hide and seek, doing whatever. You have your little crush or whatever, at least one have a little crush on you. And y'all just chilling, vibing, and doing whatever. Some of you may move out that neighborhood, others of you may stay. But as middle school hits, you start to slowly see the change in the people that you used to have fun with. To the point where it's like, you weren't even acting like this when we were kids. You feel what I'm saying? But to those very few, you didn't change. In fact, you don't even get into that. You just stay out the way and you just mind your business. To the point where they don't bother you. They know you. They may say your name a couple of times here or there, but they don't bother you. Which is how you miraculously avoided all those type of gang violence like things. Like, yes, it may come up a few times here or there, but you always find a way to get out of it because that's not your lifestyle. Because as a child, I was really moving around. I stayed in the project twice as a kid before I moved here. Went up in Tennessee, stayed in the project like area, probably around the Caucasians, but still. Was with my grandmother for a bit. Well, for the majority of my childhood. That's why I claim myself as a country boy. A country man at that, cause man, what? Was raised in the woods. What you talking about? But yeah, no wonder I used to listen to Polo G, Lil Papa, G Herbo, all of them. Even though all of our experiences are drastically different, we still feel each other on a deeper level. Into which, as kids, everything was simpler. We weren't worried about everything now. But as we get older, it just gets, you feel what I'm saying? Everything just changes. Dang. And just not realizing that some guy just come in with his whole family, not knowing what we going through. Even if you do know, dang, I still see them as outsiders. That's sad. It ain't sad, but it's like, even though time has passed, it's like, y'all ain't went through what we went through. Like, whoopings and the traumatic experiences aside, you didn't know. Like, I couldn't say that they didn't know. They know better than us. I wouldn't even, just as much, not better, just as much. And yet, I still isolated them because of that war. Like, man, it's a survivor thing where if they don't go through the same experience as you, they just can't understand you on a deeper level. And even if we have the same past, the actions that you do now are not dictated by what happened to you in the past. Which is also why at the exact same time I grew to, I'm gonna admit it, love and accept them. But at the same time it dissipated because of the actions that they are doing now. That is just the biggest lesson. Everyone from the projects, the hood, whatever you want to call it, those low income places where it was so hard to just try to just live and survive and be happy. We still found a way to be happy as kids. And our parents were trying. They doggone was trying. I keep telling myself that I wasn't in the hood because it don't look like I went through hood things. But I went through some hood things. You can consider me ghetto, but this always saved me. Honestly, it wasn't even always this. It was this. My heart. Almost got into a freaking gang in high school. Had to listen to my heart and my now ex about it. Two different entities. My heart is me. I love my heart. I love myself. My ex is a whole different thing. Had to grow from that, but still. If it wasn't for my head and my heart, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't even be here. I swear I wouldn't even be here. I'd probably be unalive somewhere in the bushes somewhere because I was a scapegoat or something like that. And yet I escaped. Or rather, I just didn't accept this as freaking the hood. Into which, dang. you know, it's like, dang. And even still, it's like I kind of switched up too, but not really. Like, even though I was separated from those day ones in the projects, I was still willing to be their friend. It's just, I don't think they accepted me as their friend, you know? As time moved on, so did we. And that's okay. Because now, we don't depend on other people for our happiness. We depend on ourselves for this and this. We help others, though. That doesn't mean we don't help others. We still help others. But we always take care of ourselves before we take care of anyone else. And that truly is the beauty of this all. And as I move around, there are only 2 places that I can truly call my home. And it's so funny that it kind of reflects my true home. Physically now. Physically. We just had a less harsher version, me and my siblings, man. As always, stay peaceful, blessed up, miracled up, and know that you're well appreciated and well taken care of by the divine one above all our higher source, God, as well as everyone that truly and genuinely and deeply cares about you, deeper than their souls. Remember, here, you are loved. We care about you here. If no one else does, we do. I do. Know that no matter what, we'll always be here to give you a listening ear. So go and spread cheer because you have no fear. Okay? Now come in for this hug. Yeah, come in. And before I go, let this be a lesson. Just because it doesn't look like it on the surface, that doesn't mean that it doesn't look like it in general or as a whole. Because the deeper you go, the more similarities that those 2 things that you compare have. So don't ever take your life for granted. Ashe, peace out, adios. We still got a little more to say. Even though I say it my outro, and I'm not saying it again, it's like, I understand what my parents had to go through. I still understand that. I do understand that. At the same exact time, your actions now are not dictated by what you had to go through in the past. Like, it could be so much easier to just do something now, but y'all just can't see that because of what y'all went through. And I understand that, truly. But remember, you're not too old to make a change. It may be hard, but it ain't too late. Ashe, peace out, adios.